Good morning, everyone. Lovely to see you all. Hope you're well. You can see out of my roof window that there's a little promise in the sky of something other than rain. Fingers crossed. Don't know how it is with you. So sending love to all of you, Adele, Donna, Gila, Helena, Lorna, Radka, Sue, and Caroline. What a treat to practice with you this morning. So I'm going to repeat a class we did a couple of weeks ago because Caroline loved it so much, and I hope the rest of you did as well. It's a prayer flow, and we're going to start in an extended child's pose to settle. So you might like to have your knees a little way apart. You can slide yourself forwards, and if you're feeling a bit cranky and stiff and that your head won't come straight to the floor, bring your hands underneath your head. Otherwise, allow your arms to slide out in front. And take a few moments to arrive in your body. You might have just tumbled out of bed. Or you might have been walking the dog out on the coast, full of the wind and life of the day. But wherever you are and whatever you've been doing, can you pour your attention into the sensations of your body right now? And soften and melt a little. You might like to begin a gentle ujjayi ocean breath to bring in, to coalesce the focus of your attention in the breath and the body. You might like to notice how every breath in enlivens you, just a little brightening. Every breath out is a mini surrender, a mini release. You might like to ask yourself quite simply what's brought you here this morning. What would you most love from this next hour? You can choose it as if from a shopping list. Something that you can take into your day. Hi, Mandy. And then coming to the top of a full breath in and pausing a moment with your lungs full, and then opening your mouth and exhaling. Big sigh. Let's take two more. And then trying to keep your sitting bones, your buttocks, exactly where they are. Begin to walk your arms over to the left, and your upper torso, your head can follow. Don't lift your right sitting bone off the heel. When you've come as far as you can go, you could take your right hand over the left, if that feels good to you. And melt a little into that right shoulder, into the right side of the body, and breathe. Feeling your way, feeling the skin and the tissues receive your love, receive your breath.
And we'll just take one ha breath here. So coming to the top of a breath in, pausing and exhaling with your mouth open. And making your way slowly back to neutral. Take a breath in and out here. And then come over to the right in exactly the same way, without lifting your right sitting bone, left sitting bone. Maybe take your left hand over the right. And really settle down into that left shoulder. And invite a few breaths into the left side of the body. This just should feel quite delicious. And I should have said, if you can't kneel, you can equally do this lying completely flat, prostrate on the floor. Arms extended and moving to the side. Breathe. And soften your outer boundary, your skin. Soften the surface expression you present to the world. And soften the inner version of yourself that you present to yourself. And come to the top of a breath in. And pause. And exhale long and fluid with your mouth open. And then come back to the front just for 2 or 3 breaths. Almost as if you're breathing through the skin of your forehead. And then from here, gently bringing yourself up to a kneeling position. I could have stayed in that child's pose all morning, I think. And just take a moment to sit back, hands on your thighs, to feel the body. I've woken with such a feeling of brightness and optimism this morning after quite a long time of not feeling like that. So it's just really good. I hope you're all well. Please kneel up high. And take a breath in, hands to your heart, interlacing your hands. And exhale, take your right foot forwards, arms out in front of you. 4 fingers are extended. Take a breath in here. And exhale, open your arms out wide. Take an inhale here. And exhale, scoop the arms forwards, the front body into the back body. Really push out the back of your ribs. Palms come together. And inhale, open out wide, come into a beautiful back bend. And exhale, come back to straight with your arms out to the side. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, lean down to the right. Maybe your fingers touch the floor, maybe not. Inhale to straight. Exhale, lean down to the left. Reach up with your right fingertips. Inhale to straight. And exhale, take a little twist to the right. Inhale to straight. Exhale, take a little twist to the left. Keep it light. Inhale to straight, curl under your back toes. And exhale, left hand to the heel. Inhale, reach up with the right hand. Exhale, change hands. And inhale, reach with the left. exhale, release. And then taking your left ankle in your right hand, inhale, reach up the right arm. Exhale here. Take another breath in. And then reaching forwards, reach with the heart, reach with the right hand. Draw the left heel in towards the buttock. Inhale, lift. Can you hold your foot with both hands? Exhale. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, lean forwards again. Take a breath when you're down here. And then as you inhale, gently come up, release your foot and come into that back bend, arms out wide, fingers alive. And exhale, hands down around the front foot. Take an inhale here. And exhale, draw that right hip back, the toes come towards you. Feel the hamstrings of that right leg. Inhaling, rock forwards, curl under the back toes, lift the knee. And exhale into your runner's lunge. Take it light, take it easy. Take a breath in. And then meet me on your breath out in a downward dog. Ripple forwards to plank, inhale. And exhale, drop your knees and release the front of the body slowly down to the mat. Inhale, roll the shoulders, peel the chest up, your head comes last, don't come too high. Exhale, come back down again. Inhale to all fours, exhale, downward dog. And take a full breath in here. And then exhale, drop your knees, hands to your heart, fingers interlaced. Inhale, sitting up high. Exhale, take your left foot forwards, fingers out in front of you. Take a breath in. And then exhale, arms out wide. Inhale here. And exhale, scoop, palms come together. Inhale, open. And exhale, straighten out. Take a breath in. And exhale, dip down to the left, reach up to the right. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, dip down to the right, reach up to the left. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, take a little twist to the left. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, take a little twist to the right. Inhale, straighten, curl under your right toes. Exhale, reach your right hand to your heel. Inhale, reach your left arm up. On the exhale, change hands. Lovely little stretches. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, hold onto your right foot. Inhale, lift the left arm. Exhale, reach forwards. Don't push yourself here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take hold of the foot with both hands. Open chest. Exhale, come forwards. And take a breath in and out when you're here. As you breathe in, release the foot and come into that beautiful back bend, Anjaneyasana. Breathing out, hands come down. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, draw that left hip back, toes towards you. Breathing in, come forwards. Curl under the back toes, lift the knee. Breathe out here in your runner's lunge. Take a breath in. Meet me in a downward dog, breathe out. Ripple forwards to plank. You could come down the way that we did before, or drop your knees and drop your chest and your chin. Breathe in, slide your knees back, chest comes forwards, lift into a little cobra. And breathe out, come down. Breathe into all fours. Meet me in a downward dog, breathe out. Take a full, expansive breath in. And then drop your knees, breathe out. Hands to the heart interlaced, and we'll repeat the whole sequence. Come up high, inhale. And as you exhale, right foot forwards, arms out in front of you. Take an inhale here and exhale, arms out wide. Inhale here and exhale, scoop, really draw the front body into the back body. And inhale, open, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, straighten. Take an inhale here. Exhale, dip to the right. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, dip to the left. Inhale, straighten. And take a little twist on your exhale to the right. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, take a little twist to the left. Inhale, straighten, curl under your back toes. Exhale, left hand to the heel. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, change hands. Inhale here. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift the left foot. Lift the right hand. Exhale, reach forwards. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold onto the foot with both hands. Inhale, really puff out your chest. And exhale, reach forwards. And take a breath in and out here. When you're ready to inhale, gently release and come into your Anjaneyasana. And exhale, hands come down. Take another breath in. And exhale, draw that right hip back, right toes towards you. Inhale, rock forwards, lift the back knee. Exhale here. Take another breath in. Meet me in a downward dog. Inhale forwards to plank. You've had two options how to come down, or this time you might like to come down straight as a stick and even hover and push yourself into an upward dog. It's only hands and toes to the floor. Take a breath in. Meet me in a downward dog, breathe out. Take a full breath in here. And then drop your knees, breathe out. Hands together at the heart, fingers interlaced. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left foot forwards, arm out in front of you. Inhale, arms out wide. Exhale, scoop forwards. Inhale, open, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, straighten. Take a breath in. And then exhale, dip to the left. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, dip to the right. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, twist to the left. You might be feeling a little bit more open now. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, straighten. Curl under your back toes and reach. Exhale. Inhale, lift with the left hand. Exhale, change hands. Inhale. Exhale, release. Lift the right foot. Lift the left arm. Inhale. Exhale, reach forwards. Inhale, lift to hold the foot with both hands. Really squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, reach forwards. Take a breath in and out here. And then inhaling, release, come into your lovely back bend. Exhale, hands down. Take another breath in. And now breathe out, draw that left hip, left toes towards you. Breathe in, rock forwards, lift the back knee. Breathe out here. Take another breath in. And then meet me in a downward dog. And take a couple of really full breaths now. If you need to rest in your child's pose, please do. You might like to take your hands and your feet wider apart. And feel the whole body vibrant, alive with the breath now. And then ripple forwards to plank. You might need to adjust your hands and your feet again. And choose your way down to the mat. Breathe into your choice of back bend. And meet me in a downward dog. And floating your right leg up if you want to, you don't have to. Feel the lift, the opening, and meet me with your right foot in between your hands, back into that runner's lunge. And take a moment, really roll the shoulders down the back, push out through that back heel and sink into the hips, open chest. Breathe it. Pressing your left hand down, inhale, take a lovely twist to the right, and exhale, curl in on yourself a little bit. And then from that curled position, inhale and open out again. And exhale here. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your right hand down and take your left heel down, making sure your feet are heel to instep, 45 degrees back foot. And really stable in the lower body. Inhale, propel yourself up. Warrior two. And breathe. Might like to roll your shoulders, your wrists until you come to settle. Soft gaze or eyes closed. Can you expand? Can you feel the buoyancy in the body now? One more breath in. Exhale, hands to your hips, straighten the legs. Walk that back foot in ever so slightly. And then reach to the right, reach, reach, reach. Hug the leg muscles to the bones. And come into your version of Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. Breathe and radiate this morning. Keep hugging the leg muscles to the bones and choose what you want to do with that left hip. You can peel it back or you can fold it forwards a little. I'm more interested in the spaciousness of your upper body. Breathe. Can you feel the rebound from the earth as you root down through the feet and the legs? Can you feel feel yourself rise and expand. One more breath in. As you breathe out, look down, bend into that knee. And bring yourself up for a little bit of an adjustment. You're going to face the short end of your mat. Lift the back heel. So you're in a standing high lunge. And here you have a choice. You could keep the back heel lifted, or you might like to bring it down. And then lifting your arms up, inhale. And as you exhale, lengthen, 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 and twist to the right. And I'm taking my right thumb into my hip crease to help me just ease my upper body over the thigh. Pressing the left arm against the top of the right knee. Making a fist with the left hand, place the right hand on top. And now explore. If your back foot is down, push into that foot. If it's up, push into the heel. And explore your little twist here, or quite big twist in fact. Great for the morning, get the digestive juices flowing. Breathe. One more breath in. As you breathe out, release your hands down inside the front foot and walk your way around the long end of the mat. Heels are out, toes are in, feet wide apart. And breathe in length, and you can walk your hands out. And breathe out, fold, coming in as close towards your feet as you want to. I'm going to stay up, but you can come through if you want, even take your hands through the other side behind your feet. And breathe fully with your muscles of your legs working and vibrant. As you pour, it's like a cascade of the upper body out of the pelvis. One more full breath in. And a long breath out. And then work your way back around into a downward dog. And take a breath in and out here. If you want to rest, come to child. Otherwise, inhaling forwards to plank. Choose your way down, exhale. Choose your back bend, inhale. And meet me again in a downward dog. Optional floating of the left leg up. Lift it high, inhale, 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 inhale. And sweep your left foot forwards. Come into your lunge. And take a moment to really settle into this lunge with a length and a brightness in the spine and heart. Back leg isn't just hanging out, you're working it. Take your right hand down. And then inhale, twist to the left. But exhale, curl in on yourself so that the next inhale you expand and you open more fully in your twist. Take a full breath in and then drop your hand. Drop the right foot, heel to instep, and bring yourself up for your Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Shrug, roll the shoulders, releasing the wrists before you settle. Maybe eyes closed. And breathe. How is your breath? And how soft are you in the face? One more breath in. Exhale, hands to hips, straighten the front leg. Maybe bring the back foot in a little. And reach, reach, reach to the left. Reach, 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 inhale. Exhale, hinge and find your Utthita Trikonasana. Hug those leg muscles to the bones. Lengthen the spine and expand. Breathe it. Are you honouring your sankalpa, your intention that you may have chosen for your practice? What did you wish for? One more breath in. Look down on the breath out as you bend into that knee. Gently come up and adjust your feet so that you're facing the short end, the front of your mat. And choose if you're going to bring that right heel down or not. You're not walking a tightrope. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale, come to that twist to the left. Remember, you can take your thumb into your hip crease to help work you over a bit more. Fist with the right hand, left hand on top. And every breath in, you explore length in the spine. And every breath out, you maybe wriggle a bit more into a twist. Strong back leg. How's the breath? One more breath in. As you breathe out, look down, take both hands inside that front foot and bring yourself around for your Prasarita Padottanasana. Now, if you like, you could come to version D, where we bring our hands interlaced on the lower back. This will depend on your shoulders. Lift your arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, inhale, and exhale, come forwards. And take 5 of the deepest breaths you've yet taken. Hugging your leg muscles to the bones, lifting your sitting bones and the tops of your thighs as you pull forwards. One more full breath in. If your hands are interlaced, exhale and drop them onto your lower back. Slide them down your legs until they're out in front of you. And then we all meet in a downward dog. Breathe. And if you're coming with me in a final vinyasa, ripple forwards to plank. Choose your way down to the mat. Choose your back bend. And come to a downward dog or a child's pose for a few breaths. Lovely and steady. I forgot to remind you about your Ujjayi breath, but maybe you're still breathing Ujjayi. And at some point, I'm going to leave you a few moments to choose. You might like to come down to child and take a little rest here, softening the whole body again. Steadying the breath. Releasing in the jaw and behind the eyes. Breathing through the skin of your forehead. Feel the earth beneath you. And surrender, melt a little. until you're ready to meet me kneeling again. So we've been doing a lot of Ustrasana, camel pose, over the last few weeks. I think it's a lovely back bend, especially in the mornings. It's very enlivening. So I hope you don't mind doing it again. If you'd like to kneel up high, you can always place something under your knees to cushion the knees. And if you find it really challenging or just wrong for you to lean all the way back with your hands on your ankles, take your hands to your lower back, your fingers pointing up, with your thumbs pressing in towards the spine here. I'm going to give you 3 versions. We've got time this morning, so we could all start with this version. And a little bit of a hugging in of the inner thighs and a lift of the pubic bone. So we're fully engaged in the core. And take a breath in, and on the breath out, begin to ease your pelvis forwards. And as you do this, follow the front of your spine in a beautiful curve. And breathe. Feel your way slowly. You could keep your chin in, or if your neck feels really strong, you could take your head back a little bit or a lot. Please listen to the health of your neck. And roll the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And can you feel the opening of the front of the body? One more breath in. Now really galvanize your abdomen to breathe out and bring you up straight and strong. Sit back down for a moment, just to feel the effects of that pose. And you can take that version again, or you could curl under your toes. So all the same instructions apply, that same drawing in. And you could lift your right arm around to the right heel, and then lift the left arm by your ear. And then we'll just take a one-armed Ustrasana to begin with, easing the pelvis forwards. It's a lovely stretch for the left side of the body as well as a little back bend. You soft inside the mouth. And then at some point you can change sides. So we kind of did this in that first prayer flow at the beginning, in a slightly different way. Breathe and reach through the right fingers. One more inhale, then whichever version you're in, strong abdomen to exhale. Straighten up and release yourself down. Take a moment to feel the body. So you could try either of those again. I'm going to come into the full version. You can come with me if you would so like to. In this version, the feet stay flat. Thighs come in, pubic bone lifts. Inhaling, reaching for the right heel. Inhaling, reaching for the left heel. My chin is in to begin with, and I'm actually leaning back to begin with. And then from here, exploring, because it's different every day, what it's like to expand out to the front and take the pelvis forwards. All the while working the inner thighs, lifting the pubic bone, and maybe the head comes back. Breathe. One more breath in. Strong, strong, strong. Bring your head last. And then sit down again. Maybe eyes open or closed to feel the body. Maybe hands over the heart space. Can you feel your heart beating? Take a breath in. And then come down into a hare pose with your forearms down, back of the neck long. And invite a few breaths into the back of the body, releasing in the jaw and the shoulders. Breathe. And then lifting your elbows from the floor as you press into your hands. Slide your hands towards you. And then lifting up to take your hands in front of you. Bring your left knee forwards and wrap it around the right knee for Gomukhasana. So if this is not available to you, and I know it's not for some of you, extend the right leg and come into the half version and sit up on something. It will help. Sit up on a block or a cushion. What I want you to be sure of is that you can feel into both of your sitting bones. And you can maybe feel the difference here. We've been doing a lot of hip opening, a lot of expansion. And the invitation here is to invite the attention inwards and downwards, earthwards. This is a very grounding pose. So maybe take a moment to notice that. And notice how as you drop your attention into the hips and the buttocks, that there's a corresponding conversation with your jaw and your throat and your shoulders. Can you feel that? Please don't worry if you can't. And you are welcome to stay exactly like this, or to open your arms out wide and inhale into all of your fingertips. And as you exhale, wrap your right arm over the left in a little bit of a hug. You can bring your chin in and take a couple of breaths here. And then lifting your head, lift your elbows out in front of you and wrap your forearms and hands around each other. If this just isn't going to work, leave the right arm straight and use the left elbow to draw the arm across the body. On a breath in, hitch your shoulders up to your ears, and exhale, slide them away, shimmy the shoulder blades down the spine. And then lift your elbows and hands up and away from your face. And we'll stay a while. I'm going to close my eyes. Some of you might like to lean forwards over your legs. Notice what that does in the body. Where do you feel it? Whatever pose we come into, there's a symphony of conversations between our tissues and muscles in quite unexpected parts of the body sometimes. And our work is to observe. And to try not to miss anything. breathe. Releasing in the palate of your mouth and softening in the throat. If you're bent over your knees, use a little bit of abdominal strength to inhale and come up. And then all of us exhale, release the arms. Take a moment, maybe a little roll around in the wrists and the shoulders to feel the body. Now there are different ways to bring the right leg over the top, but I'm going to do the magical way. You can join me if you like. Take the hands over to the right and lift yourself up and begin to turn yourself around to the back of the mat. Your feet are wide apart. Walk your hands around to the right. Allow your feet to come with you, and you will end up with the right knee over the left, just like magic. If you came at it another way, that's absolutely fine too. And remember, you can extend your left leg here. So come in to make yourself comfortable in that sense of a dropping down through the base of the body. A few breaths. And a softening in the face. And you're welcome to stay just like this, or to breathe in and open out wide, right into the fingertips. And as you breathe out, left arm over the right. Give yourself a hug, chin comes right in for a few breaths. Are you honoring your sankalpa, your intention for this practice? And then lifting your head, lifting your elbows out in front. Maybe your forearms wrap round, or maybe you keep your left arm straight. Garudasana, eagle arms. And then hitch your shoulders up to your ears on a breath in, and slide them down and away on a breath out. Lifting your elbows and hands up and away from the face. And settle in for a while, soften the face and the jaw. And you can stay upright, or maybe you reach over your knees and come forwards for a few breaths. Keep feeling into what the pose is inviting from you. A little bit of engagement in the abdomen if you're going to come up, or if you're down, and you're coming up. Come up on an inhale. And then on the exhale, we'll all release our hands, our arms, maybe a little bit of shoulder rolling, a bit of wrists. Take a moment to feel the body.
And our last physical pose is Upavista Konasana, a wide-angled forward fold, which you can either do sitting upright, or you could come and take your legs against a wall. If you want to include an inversion in your practice, bring yourself right up against a wall. So your bottom's pressed against the wall and this V in your legs is up against the wall. It's a really nice version. I'm not going to do it here. Whether you are against the wall or sitting, ease your legs as far apart as they'll go. If you're sitting and you need a lift under your bottom, take a cushion or a block there. And then everybody can lift up and then come down a little bit in front of the sitting bones. Now you have a choice. If it is easy for you to come forwards, keep your legs pressing down, toes towards you. If you're finding yourself compromised and hunched and tense, release the legs and bend like this, and then you'll have a much more beautiful forward fold forwards. And both of those, neither one of those is superior or more advanced. Entirely depends on your body or the day. So whichever version you've chosen, take a breath in and lift up and out of the pelvis. And work your way forwards your way. You might come down a little bit or a lot. You might come onto a bolster, or you might stay upright. And if you're on your back, become lovely and solid and rooted through those parts of the body that are in contact with the floor. And breathe. This is the time to turn inwards, even more than you may have already. And you can count your breaths to enhance that experience. So you could breathe in for 4, pause and breathe out for 6. Pause. You can continue, and whenever you want to, you can increase the length of the exhale to maybe even come to 12. Some people have really long, steady breath out, maybe come to 16, 4 times the length of the inhale. It's up to you. Never ever straining. This might help you notice where you're clinging on, where you could actually let go a little bit, soften. There's nothing to achieve here. There's absolutely nowhere to go. Stay very, very close, very, very intimate for the final few breaths here. Where can you soften? Maybe deep inside your skull. If you are up against a wall, can you bring your legs together and then draw them into your chest before rolling over to one side?
If you are sitting like me, draw yourself gradually in and up, a little bit of engagement of your abdominal muscles. Take a moment to feel straight spine, open chest. And use your fingers behind your knees to draw your knees in. And then we will all come to sitting with our feet out in front and our hands behind. You can take your feet mat distance apart. And just for a moment, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Nothing too strong. Imagine rays of sunlight on your face and chest here. And take a breath in, and as you breathe out, allow your knees to drop to the left and look over your right shoulder. Breathe in, come to the top, head into neutral. And breathe out, knees to the right, look over your left shoulder. Take a couple of rounds, very simple, flossing out of the hips. Very wafty. And by taking your head in the opposite direction, you're inviting the whole of the spine, all three sections, into a very delicate twist. Very delicate wringing through of the spine. And then when you're ready, easing your way down into your Shavasana. Please make sure you're warm enough. Cover yourself in a blanket or whatever you need. Maybe you've got something under your head. And enjoy a few moments or a lot of moments of relaxation. Bringing your intention, if you chose one for this practice, into the space of your heart to guide you into a full and long-lasting relaxation that will slide into the rest of your day with that quality that you wished for from your practice. And you, of course, are welcome to stay as long as you like. Thank you very, very much for joining me. And I really hope you have a beautiful day today. Much love. This week is the last week of classes. I teach through to Saturday. And then there are workshops over Christmas, as you know. But the next block of classes starts on Monday, January the 4th. Thank you so much for all of your support. It's really beautiful.